So I'm back from another thrilling Connecticon 2010. I'm just exhausted right now. This entire weekend has just been a blur. I mean, as soon as it got to Saturday, that's when everything sort of changed. And with that being said, let's go right into some business here. Connecticon 2010, I gotta say it was perhaps one of the most intense, most amazing cons I've ever been to. Just simply put, because of the people I was with, some new friends I made, and also some really good old friends I got to see, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I can't really say too many things bad about the con itself. I mean, there's a lot of good cosplays out there. There's my terrific Resident Evil group that I would join for most of the day on Saturday, and our pathetic excuse of a photo shoot on Friday. That kind of sucked. I actually had to shave a little earlier than I expected, but that's okay. It'll grow back. The beard of awesome will return. But anyway, a couple of things I didn't like about the con. Like, first off, I just want to say a couple of things. Like, you know, the Connecticon staff were excellent. They were probably one of the best, most awesome event staff I've ever encountered at a con. They've just been very, they've just been really good to all the con goers and stuff like that. But then we gotta get to the con, to do the convention center staff. Mainly the security. I mean, there's like a heightened sense of awareness of all the weapons used and stuff. I mean, there's just a little bit of heightened security going on because of like the amount of weapons and stuff that people have used, just for props and stuff like that. I mean, this is what I use most of the time at the con. This is a completely dismantled airsoft gun that cannot be converted into firing ever again. I stripped everything that was in there. This magazine thing is no longer a magazine. It's just the base of my magazine. The trigger will never fire again because I super glued that thing pretty bad. And I can't even pull back on the slide, pull back the hammer, can't do anything with it. And just basically they were tagging left and right. My friend was a Colonial Marine from Aliens. They checked his pulse rifle at least 5 times in like about a span of 10 minutes, which is understandable because they just want to be safe. And there's like just rumors going around that what was going on Saturday with something going on with, I guess, the rumor I've heard, it's kind of on a need-to-know basis. That's what the convention staff actually said during the feedback session that I attended to yesterday. That's the first feedback session I've ever attended to. It's on a need-to-know basis, so as soon as they know like what's going on, what they can actually release, maybe we'll find out. But there was an issue with the convention, not the convention, but the convention center staff that I encountered. I was at a Resident Evil photo shoot with like a bunch of my friends, and we went out this exit to like this loading dock. Just out of the blue, we just heard, "Hey, what the fuck you kids doing here?" and stuff like that. It's like, you're in a restricted area. We were? There weren't anything posted there. The guy's like, "Oh, you went through like an emergency exit," just swearing up a storm at us, just telling us to get out there. What's really kind of funny is like, there's like some maintenance guy who was like just watching us do like this photo shoot before and didn't say a word to us. So I really don't get what's going on with those guys at any given point of what, I mean, were we not supposed to be there in the first place? I mean, at least specify where the fire exits are and stuff, because there were no fire exit signs. There was just exit signs above the doors. There's nothing that said anything wrong over that way. It's just something that says, "Do not touch this," which was some sort of keypad, and that was it for, I guess, like temperature control or something like that. But that was it. There was nothing that said those were fire exits. It was about 100 feet away that was pointing in some odd general direction. It was not pointing to where we were. So, really, staff? I mean, come on. And is it really just necessary that you need to just keep on snapping at cosplayers because you're just trying to have a little fun? I've been reading a little stuff online about this as well, so I don't know. I mean, Connecticon convention staff, you guys were awesome. The convention center staff, try to be a little less harsh on this. I mean, we're just trying to have a little fun. Also with the hotel staff, my friend, oh god, he was actually in the furry parade. I don't know what he was doing in that thing to begin with. You know what, I'm not going to judge him for that. Whatever. But still, don't get up in arms about it. Just, maybe politely say, come on, please do not come here. Just move away from where you're not supposed to be. That sort of thing. I don't know. But don't yell. Don't try to curse at anybody. You're just losing people from next year. That's all I'm saying. But a couple of the things I did thought was really cool. I mean, I didn't get to go any of the panels because of all the photo shoots and all that other jazz that I was doing. The rave on Saturday night was a lot of fun. It was very hot in there. Just a big shout out to a couple of the people I was hanging out with there. So, and actually showing me a good time during the rave, because I was pretty much all alone because I didn't know where anybody was. Everybody I came to the con with were at the hentai panels, and I'm not into hentai. I like my porn real, thanks. And also, I got a couple shout outs. I just want to shout out to all the Resident Evil cosplayers on Saturday who we made the con. I think we really did. I mean, there's just a lot of good reactions from a lot of the people who we hung out with, and also from the onlookers. Thanks to the Connecticon zombies. You guys are always awesome. Thanks for showing up again this year. I heard that you guys weren't going to show up as zombies this year because you're going to do something else, but I'm glad you guys did. And I just want to give big thanks to all the industry guests who came there. Big shout out to Scott of VG Cats. Didn't really get to talk to him too much, but I did get to talk to him a couple, for a little bit at Otakon 08, so that was really cool to see him again. I actually passed him a few times, just in passing, he was in my elevator for a bit, and I didn't really get to talk to him there because I wasn't too sure if that was him, but then I soon realized that was him after a while, and then, oh well. Also, a big shout out to the guy who did this drawing. I will get a close-up of that. So, big shout out to the guy who did that. He was nice enough to sign it as well, so that's a big plus for me. And just basically everybody in attendance at Connecticon 2010, thank you for having some really good times, some really good epic moments. So without further ado, I will now showcase some of my favorite photos that I took from my camera. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of video from this thing because I didn't want to bring my camera all around, and I can't really do too much with it right now because also I had a virus before the convention, so that sucks a little bit for me as well. But without further ado, no more hesitation, here's some photos. If you see yourself and you want a copy of it, get in contact with me, send me a PM here on YouTube, just something. I'll get back to you about that ASAP, and hope to see you all next year. It was great success, and can't wait for next year.